Judge Susan Clark can change her decision to let Robert out of jail. I know there's a lot of mixed emotions going around right now about whether or not we should show up and support him, and how our presence is going to be interpreted at the jail. I've said it more than once, guys, silence is consent. And if we remain silent and don't show up to the courthouse to support Robert, the lack of presence is deafening. If we're not showing up, the judge doesn't know how many people support Robert's actions that day. And Robert doesn't see, and his children, most importantly, are not going to see how much of the community supports his actions. My last several calls with Robert have really been focused on his son. And today is going to be the first day in a long time that his son is actually going to get to see him face to face, provided that judge allows his child into the courtroom. I'm driving right now, so I will see you guys all at 2:30. There's been a lot of conversation back and forth about a text message that was sent out yesterday. And I hope you guys all read that and read it from somebody else's perspective. Let's send out that message a year from now about somebody else that was in jail. And he's writing it from the perspective of he knows what it's like to be persecuted and charged with something so ridiculous, and how it affected him and his family, and how he did try I don't want this to come across as I'm suggesting anything crazy, because that's not what I'm suggesting. What I'm suggesting is people need to be willing to show up to the courthouse. And they're not. People are not showing up in the hundreds of thousands of people showing up that we need. And I know we're not going to see hundreds of thousands in Idaho, but we need to see 100 people there. 100 people at least should care about the fact that somebody was arrested for banging on a bucket while he was trying to stop a committee from legislating by committee. Okay? They were trying to make it a freaking misdemeanor to wear a mask. There was 400 plus people at CDH that night. 400. Where are those 400 people that could have been arrested because they were at CDH making noise? Why are they not out supporting Robert right now? They're not supporting him because that's how the state's doing it. They're singling people out. We have to stand together as a group and say, no, this is not okay. We're not going to accept throwing people in jail for 6 months and let's just forget about him and hopefully he won't protest again. And while we're there, we're just going to pick on his peer group and say we're concerned about the peer group to make the peer group not want to. Guys, the government is supposed to be by the people, for the people, by the consent of the governed. Okay? We have to take back accountability within the court system, and I can't seem to get a straight answer on how it is that we're going to hold these judges accountable or get them out of office or any of the other, out there suggestions people have said, because there doesn't seem to be a path to do that. There's no clear cut, like, oh, file this paper and this judge is going to get audited. No, it's a freaking hoop. You got to jump through this hoop, and then you got to jump through that hoop, and maybe this, maybe that, but nobody really has the answer. So until we have an answer as to how we're going to fix the corrupt judicial system, we have to use the power of showing up I mean, showing up in person and showing that we support Robert and his actions. Susan made a video, Ammon made a video. Ammon's video, from what I can tell, got censored the minute he tried to put it up, so I don't know how many people are going to see this. But Melanie made a video, and I don't know who else made videos. And videos are awesome, and I'm glad that other people are stepping up and making them, because I can make them till I'm blue in the face, but it doesn't change. It doesn't change what's happening. Robert's still in jail, and justice is not being served for him. It's affecting him. It's affecting his family. It's affecting, honestly, it's affecting his entire peer group at this point, because how many people are going to show up today? How many people are not going to show up today because they're concerned with the attitude or the backlash from the king's men if we show up to court? I don't know. I'm not going to live in fear. So I hope you guys go put some clothes on that make you look decent for court, because we don't want to, break tradition, and be respectable. You know what? I'm not even going to tell people how to act. You act how you want to act, okay? I'm going to show up. I'm going to be as respectful as I can to the process, and I'm showing up for Robert, and I'm showing up for Robert's kids, because they are the ones paying the ultimate price right now, missing out on time with their dad, and I'm going to show up for him, and I'm going to show up for Melanie, and I'm going to show up for his kids, because nobody should have to be going